Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Going to be making another resin tray. I had so much fun with the last one, and this time I'm doing a commissioned piece, and I'm going to be using Counterculture DIY resin, artist resin, parts A and B, so you'll do exactly equal amounts. I'm going to have some crushed glass, which I made myself from glass beads, and I'll have another video on doing that. So it's in a bag here, and this is what I'll use for the crushed glass. It'll go around the edge, and I'll put some sparkle in the middle of my tray. This is a silicone mold tray, and I'm not going to talk during the video. I'll have a mask on, and you won't be able to hear me well. So I'll explain probably in the video just with words what I'm doing. And I'll mix about 16 ounces of resin, and I'll show you on the video how much I've used of each portion. I've got this fire opal confetti from Martha Stewart, which is really pretty coppery colors. I do have some super shard glitter from Myers Imports, and it's gold shards, and I may just stick that in with this and not use the gold leaf, which I think is what I'm going to do anyway. And then I have this that I got at Michael's. It's extra fine glitter, and it's kind of a coffee copper color. I'm going to probably stick that in somewhere. I'm going to use some pigments, possibly yellow from Lett's resin and orange that have some pearl shimmer to them. I want just a slight tint of color. I don't really want it like solid, so it'll be transparent. If I decide, I might add a little shimmer with Color Art Primary Elements. This is persimmon, and sometimes their colors change, so I'm not sure, but I know this pixie dust is just a really pale gold, which would look pretty in with the yellow. I may take this Color Art here. Sometimes if you just go ahead and stick it in something that you can kind of wet it a little bit, that will tell you what color it's going to be. So this is their Vivid Enamel from Color Art, and I'll just go ahead and put in a little scoop of this persimmon. Oh, that's actually very pretty. It's not copper, it goes really orange. So see the difference in the color? You have to really look at these different pigments when they're wet, and Color Art does change when it's wet. So I'm going to put that aside for now. I may put a little bit more of that into the resin once I get going here. The other thing about your tray is just make sure it's dust free. I used glitter in the one before. This is going to be the bottom. Whatever is in the tray that's touching the silicone part of the tray, that is going to be the bottom of my tray. I'm not super worried if there's a little piece or two of glitter, but you don't want any fur or hair or dust or anything else, so I just take a piece of sticky tape and go around and get it prepared. I'm also going to form this one after it sits for maybe 4 hours or so. I'm going to put it over a form that I've made because I want to be a kind of a shaped tray that's very free form. So that'll be at the end of the video. I'll probably just include a picture or two of that as I'm letting it set up. So here we go. One thing I want to mention too before I get going even further, safety glasses and respirator, and your resin is always going to be a little bit cloudy looking when you first mix it together, and then it will clear up as you go, and there are going to be bubbles which you'll pop with a heat gun or a torch, and you need to be careful not to heat your silicone mold with it. You don't have to stir it fast, just stir it steady, continually wipe the sides, and take it from there. of truth. Whoa. Okay, hopefully it's still flexible enough where I can mold it. There's the underside, but this is going to be molded where the sides come up. This will be the inside of the bottom of the decorative bowl tray. So hopefully I can flex it a little bit. So stay tuned. Quite lovely though.